Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Robert N. Wilson Field, home of your Georgetown College Tigers. As you can see, our fellows are just about to take the field, getting ready for the national anthem. We will be back here shortly. As we get started for today's matchup, let's take a look at the rosters. For Midway University, starting at shortstop, Max Hill. In center field, Ryan Davis. At first base, Graham Luthor. In right field, Cameron Nichols. At third base, Brian Fontenez. Catching, Casey Brown. In left field, Marquise Glenn. DHing, Corey Plahuta. And at second base, Noah Marion. For the mound, on the mound for the Midway Eagles is Annabelle Salato. For your Georgetown College Tigers, Deshaun Moore is coming back after COVID quarantine. He will be at shortstop for the Tigers. Josh Duarte moves from short over to third base. Justin Brote still at first. Luke Torino moving from second to left field. Brandon Krenrich will be DHing for this game. Val Stamler in center. Shota Yasuda coming off the injury reserve list at second base. Jake Manderson catching once again behind the plate. Eric Thrower in right field. And on the mound for your Tigers, left-handed pitcher Andrew Day. Right here you can see Day warming up, getting ready for this amazing afternoon. Clear skies, great weather, a little bit of wind chill, but it's going to be an amazing day for the Tigers. Folks, if you don't know already, this is going to be a doubleheader. Both games will be 7-inning games, as this is a midweek, and both teams are going to prepare for their matches for the weekend. Andrew Day starting the day off right with a good first pitch strike. Big swing and a miss by Max Hill. Andrew Day doing a really good job pounding the zone for the Tigers, getting ahead early. See how he delivers this 0-2 pitch. 0-2 misses just outside for ball one. Another pitch misses outside. Andrew Day in his second start for the Tigers currently has a 5.4 ERA in 5 innings pitched, giving up only 11 hits. That one misses up. Counts full. and he's able to retire Max Hill with that big punch out. I apologize, folks. We are having some technical difficulties here. We are going to stop the stream and we will return here shortly after rebooting our setup. Thank you for being patient. We will be back here shortly. Nichols for the Eagles fouls that one straight back for strike one.
Yeah, but you just restarted the stream, right? It's the internet. Everything was fine until you hit start stream.
Welcome back, folks. Once again, sorry about that. Out by the baseball field, sometimes it's difficult to get a solid internet connection, and our cameras do end up freezing up. Thank you for being patient. Andrew Day is able to retire the Eagles with only 1 hit, no runs scored in the top of the first inning. Up for the Tigers, leading off shortstop, Deshaun Moore at third base. Joshua Duarte, and at first base, Justin Broke. Those are your 1, 2, 3 hitters leading off the bottom of the first. We will be back here shortly after this. Deshaun Moore takes that fastball up and away for ball 1. Deshaun unable to play in the Lindsey Wilson series this past weekend as he was stuck in quarantine. But he is back out now, ready to play. Deshaun takes that one for a strike, 2-1. Hitters count. That's this guy is patient at the plate, but he is willing to swing when the ball is in the zone. Counts even at 2-2. And the pitch, Sean goes down swinging for strike 3. That is the first out of the bottom of the first for the Eagles. Up next for your Tigers is third baseman Josh Duarte. I did make a mistake this past weekend in Game 3 against Lindsey Wilson. I did say that Josh Duarte was up to bat on that walk-off, but in fact it was Isaiah Bumgardner who was in left field who got that walk-off hit for the Tigers. Once again, folks, we are having some technical difficulties. We're going to be back with you here shortly when we get this figured out. Please stay tuned, and thank you for being patient with us. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about the delay that we had a little bit earlier, but we are back and we are ready. Jake Manderson trying to get a back pick. That ball escapes past first baseman Justin Brote. Runners do advance. Runner is coming home. Eric Throw in right field. Tosses the ball back in the infield, and the Midway Eagles do tie up this ball game 1-1 on that throwing error by Jake Manderson. Currently up at the plate for the Eagles is the designated hitter, Corey Plahuta. Takes that one for a ball. Counts at 1-2. So because you guys missed it, if you did not check the updated DAC stat score, Josh Duarte reached base on an error by the third baseman, putting him at first. The pitcher balked, moving him over to second. Duarte stole third, and on a wild pitch, he came home to give the the Tigers their first run of the ball game. Plahuta goes down swinging right there for the second out of the inning. Once again, thank you all for being patient with us. We are trying to do our best out here during this popped up midweek game for us. Noah Marion comes to the plate for the Eagles. Marion swings, hits that one foul down the first base line for strike one. Once again, on the mound for your Tigers is left-handed pitcher Andrew Day. Day delivers. That curveball left up. That pitch low and away for ball one. Apologize, ball two. The count is 2-1 with two outs, runner at third base. Noah Marion up to bat for the Eagles. He hits that one down the line to first baseman, Justin Brote. Justin Brote takes it, tags on the bag for the third out of the inning. The Eagles do end up scoring on two hits. On one hit, I apologize. And an error by the Tigers. We'll be back with you in the bottom of the second inning here shortly. Welcome back. There is a pitching change for the Eagles. In for Anibal Salada is number 42, Domingo Garcia. Up to bat for your Tigers is designated hitter Brandon Krenrich, followed by Val Stamler and Shota Yusuda. In this midweek matchup, I expect Midway to be using a lot of their pitchers, so expect pitching changes early and often. Krenrich takes that pitch for ball 1. Krenrich doing an excellent job in Game 3 against the Lindsey Wilson Blue Raiders, getting that leadoff double in the bottom of the 7th inning, getting it started, allowing base runner Jacob DeZarn to do what he does on the bases and get to third, and then Isaiah Bumgardner hitting him in for the walk-off win for the Tigers. Brandon Krenrich, a good captain and leader on the team, really challenges these guys to be better every single day when they come to the ballpark. Off-speed pitch down in the dirt for ball 3. That pitch on the inner half for strike 1. Brandon Krenrich really trying to sell that was a ball on the inside. Didn't get it. Umpire wasn't buying it. He's going to be looking to really drive something here in a 3-1 count, probably expecting a fastball. Sees a breaking ball instead, takes it up for ball 4. Krenrich once again doing an excellent job as a leadoff hitter for his Tigers, getting on base and moving the next, letting the next guy get up and hit him in. Now batting 24, center fielder Val Stamler. Stamler, another guy for the Tigers with a lot of pop. Sees that pitch up for ball 1. Krenrich not a huge threat on the bases, but will take advantage of pitchers who do not pay attention. Currently with a short lead over there in right. That off-speed pitch down and away for ball 2. Once again, Domingo Garcia, number 42, up on the mound for the Eagles. Gets set. Quick pick over to first. Brandon Krenrich has to dive in and get there safely. As I mentioned, Krenrich not a huge base running threat, so I'm not sure why you would want to waste an opportunity for a back pick and possibly an error. Right there to try and get him out. Just trying to make something happen. To no avail, and the count's 3-0. 6 balls and 7 pitches. Not looking too good. Eagles do have 2 guys warming up down in the bullpen, and probably will not hesitate to go to them early if they need to. Val chases that pitch down and away for strike 1. Not really sure what he was doing there, swinging 3-0, considering Garcia has thrown 6 balls in the last 7 pitches. Nevertheless, we're here with a 3-1 count. Another pickoff attempt. That actually gets Brandon Krenrich. He's over his skis, and he does get picked off for the first out of the inning. And now for Garcia, that was a huge move to get Krenrich out right there. Garcia with a quick move, quick feet, quick arm action, able to get Krenrich picked off at first base. Off-speed pitch down in the dirt. 4 ball 4, and we're back in a similar situation. This time with 1 more out for the Tigers. Now in that situation, if you're Brandon Krenrich, you need to understand that Garcia has been wild. He's not throwing a lot of pitches, and he's most likely going to walk Val. And to get picked off by a right-handed pitcher is typically a sin, especially since you weren't trying to steal a bag in that situation. Usuda back for his first at-bat. Takes that pitch for ball 1. Usuda had a little bit of an ankle injury, but he is back. He's ready to play in this midweek. Probably will play in the first game. Not really sure about the second one. Really going to depend on how that ankle feels. Another pickoff attempt by Garcia. That one a little bit late. Once again, Val needs to be aware of the situation. Garcia hasn't thrown a lot of strikes. He's 0 for 3 on first pitch fastballs, and you cannot get picked off at first here. Showed it with a good hack to even the count back up at 1-1. There you can see the umpire asking for some baseballs. One and one count. One out, runner at first base. Garcia with another pickoff attempt. That one gets by first baseman. Val does try and go to second base. Is able to get there safely to advance. And that's one of the dangers of picking off guys of too many pickoff attempts. Sometimes you accidentally hit them in a situation like that. Ball deflects off, and they're able to get a free 90 as a result of that. Garcia really need to bear down here and work on pounding the strike zone in order for him to be effective and stay in this ball game. Garcia not liking what he sees, decides to step off. Still back at it. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. This time runner at second base. Garcia delivers. That pitch inside. Shota fouls it off towards the third base dugout for strike number 2. Like many of the Georgetown hitters, they love hitting fastballs, and if they see it, they're going to be swinging. Not really sure what happened in the exchange between the ball boy for Georgetown and the umpire, but a ball did get loose. Catcher reluctant but willing to go pick it up and hand it back to him. Yasuda. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looking to put a ball in play here. Bach called by the umpire. I think, not really sure what happened here. That's the first. Definitely a balk not called because Val didn't go to third base. But the umpire did signal for Val to go back to second. So, once again, not really sure what happened there, but we'll continue play. Garcia, that one in the dirt. Catcher doing a really good job keeping that in front of him to stop Val from advancing to third base. Now, if you were at first base, you'd have an easier time reading that ball down in the dirt, but because you're behind home plate, sometimes it's challenging to see that ball going downhill. So Val, smart decision to stay there instead of trying to get that and push that extra 90 feet. Shota hits that one to a right fielder. Right fielder giving chase. That ball is down on the line. Shota Yasuda is going to second. Val's easily going to score. Shota stays at second base. And the Tigers once again take the lead 2-1 on that double by Shota Yasuda. Val doing a great job of recognizing that ball down, easily able to score. Shota finding a way with 2 strikes to get a hit for the Tigers. That's one of the things that any championship ball club does well, but especially the Tigers this past weekend, and they're continuing to do it today, is those 2-strike hits. Those 2-strike hits and 2-out RBIs do damage for the defense and really give a lot of confidence to the offense and even the pitchers on the Georgetown side. Catcher Jake Manderson takes that one on the outer half for strike 1. That pitch misses up for ball 1. Back even at 1-1. The guys warming up down in the bullpen for Midway have stopped, kind of just waiting to see what coach does decide. I'm assuming if this run scores or even advances, this is going to be Garcia's last batter. Fastball down, swung over by Jake Manderson for strike two. Once again, Jake really needing to do something, find a way to get a hit for his team with 2 strikes here. He does. That ball is hit to center field. That ball is caught by the center fielder. Shota decides to tag up at second base, slides in at third safely. On that ball hit to center field by Jake Manderson. That is 2 outs for the Tigers, now with a runner at third base, still in scoring position. This time, pass ball, wild pitch gives the Tigers another run. Shota Yasuda getting really aggressive on the bases on that shallow fly ball to center field. But able to get to third. Eric Thrower takes that pitch inside for ball 1. That pitch down and away for ball 2. Eric Thrower should really be looking to try and drive something up the middle of the field here, both second base and shortstop. Overplaying in the holes. So up the middle is wide open for him. Off-speed pitch, up and in, almost hit Thrower. Garcia comes set and delivers. A pitch over the plate for strike 1. Garcia really struggling this inning to throw a lot of first pitch strikes and get ahead in the count. And he's being forced to throw a lot of fastballs in a hitter's count. I would expect a fastball here. Does get one. That one is on the black for strike number 2. Eric Thrower seeing that ball away, decides not to swing. We got a full count, 2 outs, runner at third base. Eric Thrower up to bat for the Tigers. Fouls that one straight back into the catcher's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. The Tigers do end up scoring 1 run off of that double by Shota Yasuda. And look forward to continue to extend it next time they get up to bat. Once again, this is a reminder that there is a doubleheader today, and both games will be 7 innings. They will be 7-inning games. And so teams are going to need to score early and often to get ahead and stay ahead in this ball game. There you can see Andrew Day back out on the mound once again for the Tigers. When we return here shortly, we're going to be at the top of the order for the Midway Eagles with Max Hill, Ryan Davis, and Graham Luthor up to bat for the Eagles. Hill hits that one to left center, caught easily by Josh Duarte for the first out of the inning. Up for the Eagles, Ryan Davis doubled down the right field line. His last at-bat, that one he fouls to first baseman Justin Broad, does end up going foul for strike one of the at-bat. Day delivers that ball in the dirt. Manderson doing a good job keeping it in front. Counts back to even 1-1. Delivers. That ball's hit up the middle for another base hit for Ryan Davis of the Eagles. That ball left a little over the plate. Ryan Davis able to handle it well. Hits it up the middle for his second hit of the ball game. Next up for the Eagles, first baseman Graham Luthor, who struck out in his last at-bat. Day working really hard to see if he can get a ground ball double play to end the inning and have his Tigers back up to bat and scoring more runs. Day delivers. Manderson doing a good job keeping that in front, stopping the runners from advancing. That ball is down, so it is going to be ball one. If Day is going to miss, it's where he wants to miss again, because if you get a hitter to swing at that, ground ball double play ends the inning. Get your hitters more life, back in the dugout, ready to go. Day with a good pickoff move right there. Read easily by Davis, able to get back in time. Day looking in to get the pitch. Come set. Another pickoff attempt. Once again, easily read by Davis. And as you talked about earlier, that's one of those dangers of sometimes picking off too often, is that when they hit the base runners, ball gets deflected, and sometimes they are able to advance a base and get a free 90. Day really needing to bear down here, work low in the zone, and get a ground ball to get out of the inning. Pitch misses up and in for ball two. Delivers that, another fastball down and away in the dirt. Manderson doing a good job of blocking that one. Count still at 3-0. That one's in there for strike one. 3-1 count. Day still needing to battle back. Still a hitter's count, so he still needs to work down in the zone. Can't give any free shots. Runner does end up going. That is ball four. So there's not going to be a throw by Manderson. Good decision by him. Now the Eagles have runners at first and second base with nobody out in the top of the third inning. I apologize, with one out in the top of the third inning. Up next, Cameron Nichols, right fielder for the Eagles. That one misses. Got a 1-0 count. That one's good in there for strike one. Evens the count back up and 1-1 with 1 out. Runners at first and second base. Day again looking to work down in the zone, really trying to get a ground ball here, let his defense work, and possibly turn a double play. That one down and away. Apologize, down and in. Nobody warming up quite yet for the Tigers. Pickoff attempt at second base. That ball goes wild. Runners don't advance. Val being heads up over there in center field, really coming in, charging, stopping the runners from advancing. Day delivers, both runners going. Manderson decides to throw the ball to second base. We do get the runner out at second base. This is a good decision by Manderson to go to second base in that situation. The count is 3-1. That ball did miss up. Once again, good decision by Manderson to go to second base. Although that looked like an intentional double steal, typically that trail side runner is the slower runner. And Manderson able to get a good, strong throw over to second base for the second out of the inning. That ball misses up for ball 4. A little bit of a threat there as it pops out of Jake's glove. To no avail, that is ball 4. So now we have runners at first and third with 2 outs for the Eagles. Number 9, Bryant Fontenez, third baseman, up to bat for the Eagles. There you see Michael Baumfeld heading out to have a little chat with Andrew Day. Once again, none of the Tigers warming up down in the bullpen. There you just saw Michael Baumfeld just giving some words of encouragement to the young COVID freshman. Just to be able to get out of this inning without any runs scored. That's a big hack by Fontenez right there for strike 1. Fontenez did ground out to the pitcher in his first at-bat. Andrew Day doing a good job getting ahead right here. Runner ends up just taking off early. Shortstop Deshaun Moore does an excellent job of seeing the runner at third, trying to advance, so goes to third. Now we're back in the same situation, runner at first and third. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, and you can tell that's a planned play that Midway practices, trying to get and steal that extra run across. We talked about that a little bit in the Lindsey Wilson series, what these base runners are trying to do to essentially steal a run. See if we see something similar again right here. We don't. That ball's fouled off towards the first base side for strike number 2 of the inning. With 2 strikes here, you definitely expect something to be on for the Eagles, whether it's an early leadoff or, in this case, an extended lead. Day delivers it to shortstop Deshaun Moore. Deshaun running the runner back to first base, and we're back in that same situation with runners at first and third and 2 outs. Deshaun doing an excellent job of not trying to force anything with the runner out at first base, just resetting the at-bat. Nothing going on right now. That ball misses up. It looked good, but the umpire does end up calling that one a ball. And it could have been the way Manderson was set up. He was set up a little bit higher behind the dish, getting ready to throw the ball if necessary. Got an extended lead by runner at first base. Takes off Manderson with a no throw. Runner does get second base. Once again, that pitch left up. So we have a 2-2 count. 2 outs, runners at second and third base. Andrew Day up on the mound for the Tigers, and Brian Fontenez up at the plate for the Eagles. Now right here, it's very important to make sure that Day and Manderson are on the same page with what pitch is being thrown, because the last thing you want to do in this situation is get crossed up. That ball misses 3 balls out. Counts back to full. Andrew Day delivers. Ends up hitting Fontenez. Now the bases are loaded with 2 outs. Next up for the Eagles, catcher Casey Brown. Struck out, but was able to reach base on a pass on the wild pitch by Day. That was a good pitch on the black by Andrew Day for strike number 1. Luthor at third, Nichols at second, Fontenez at first for the Eagles. That off-speed pitch, good on the black for strike number 2. A little bit of a generous call by the umpire, but the Tigers will take it nonetheless. Andrew Day really needing to bear down and trust his catcher right here. Can't miss anything over the plate and give Brown a chance for a hit. Manderson really working hard on that fastball in the outer half, trying to bring it back in. That is a ball. Brown calls time, trying to gather himself. This is a big spot for Brown if he is able to get a hit. And a big spot for Day as well, because if you get out of this inning with no run scored, that's a huge booster. That ball driven to left field, that is going to get down. 2 runs will end up scoring. Brown will get to second base. So on that double, the Eagles do score 2 runs on a pitch left up over the plate by Andrew Day. Still no action stirring down in the pen for the Tigers. Up for the Eagles, left fielder Marquise Glenn walked his first at bat. Day gets that one over for strike number 1. Although Day is getting ahead on these hitters, throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, he has been struggling throughout the at-bats, as he's already given up 3 walks in the ball game plus a hit by pitch. That ball hit foul down the third base line for strike number 2. Oh, 2 outs, runners at second and third base. Manderson doing a great job of blocking that fastball down in the dirt, stopping a run from scoring. As a catcher, that's really difficult to get to that fastball down in the dirt because it's not something that you're expecting. And so when it does creep up on you, you really have to do whatever you can to get in front of it. Day, not one of the hardest throwers that the Tigers do have, but still, those fastballs can sometimes sneak up on you as a catcher. That off-speed pitch down for ball 2. Glenn doing a great job of working the count. We got 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Day doing a great job getting Glenn to swing over that one for the 3rd out of the inning. The Eagles do score 2 runs off of 2 hits in that inning, giving them the lead 3-2 over your Georgetown College Tigers. Due up for the Tigers, shortstop Deshaun Moore, Josh Duarte, and Justin Brote. There is a pitching change for the Eagles. Number 30, Andrew Stefaniak, is now up on the mound for the Eagles, another left-handed pitcher. That off-speed pitch down. Deshaun Moore up at the plate for the Tigers, 0 for 1 on the day with the strikeout to start off the game for the Gers. Looks to drive something here. Deshaun, great hitter with fast hands and some good vision. Changeup misses away for ball 2. Deshaun pops this one up to the shortstop, who will collect it for out number 1 of the inning. Not really what Deshaun wants to do there with a 2-0 count, hitter's count, really looking to drive something. Ends up chasing that pitch and pops out to the shortstop for out number 1. Up now for the Tigers, Josh Duarte, third baseman. reached base in his first at-bat on an error by the third baseman. Changeup misses low and away for ball one. Another ball that misses up in the zone, another 2-out count for the Tigers. Tigers hitters need to be patient right here. If they are still in a hitter's count, they still need to find a pitch that they can drive, and they can't give in and chase pitches. Something similar like that. There you see the bat kind of flying out of Josh Duarte's hand as he takes a big swing on 2-0 right there. Once again, these hitters need to be patient, and they need to look for pitches that they can drive in these hitters' counts. They can't be chasing, and they can't help these midway pitchers out. Another ball for 3-1. Midway really struggling to get ahead of the counts on these Tigers hitters, not really finding a lot of their pitches ending up in the strike zone. These good Georgetown hitters doing a great job staying disciplined. Josh calling time, decides to gather himself. He prepares for another 3-1 count. That ball's hit in the hole. Third baseman, nice diving play, gets up, tries to make a throw. Josh Duarte too quick, ends up able to beat it out. So Tigers do have a runner at first base on that infield hit by third baseman Josh Duarte. Up now for the Tigers, first baseman Justin Brote. Struck out in his first at-bat, looking to do some damage here. Brote gets hit by that fastball in the inner half for the first pitch. Now Georgetown has runners at first and second with big hitter Luke Torino up at the plate. If you may have missed it, Brote hit a solo shot in the bottom of the third in Game 3 against Lindsey Wilson this past weekend, giving the tie for the Tigers, allowing us to get a walk-off hit by Isaiah Bumgardner in the bottom of the 7th inning. If you missed that game or any of the Tigers games, go on our YouTube at Georgetown College Athletics and go ahead and check out the replays of those games. We do have full game coverage with the broadcast. Although we won't be able to cover every single Georgetown baseball game this year, we will be doing our best to cover as many games as possible. In light of the whole COVID season, a lot of the fall sports got pushed to the spring, so there's a lot of coverage that needs to happen on our side of things. So we do appreciate you guys tuning in when you can and staying up to date with Tiger baseball. Runners go on that pitch. Catcher throws it to third. Josh Duarte with his speed easily makes it in. Brote doing a good job as the follow-up runner, backing up, getting to second base. So Tigers in a great position to score a lot of runs right now with a 2-0 count, Luke Torino up to bat, and runners at second and third with only 1 out in the inning. Josh Duarte at third, Justin Brote at second. Another hitter's count for the Tigers. Luke Torino really looking to do some damage here with the baseball. Gets an off-speed pitch. Hits it high and foul over the fence behind the home dugout. Luke Torino, one of the Tigers that has a lot of pop on the team. Small for his size, but he does pack a lot of punch. Takes that pitch inside, ends up hitting him, unfortunately, so he does get the base. And now the bases are loaded for designated hitter Brandon Krenrich. That hit by pitch a little bit unfortunate in that situation, as the ball did pop out of the catcher's glove, and Josh Duarte was going to barrel down and probably end up scoring for the Tigers. Nevertheless, we have bases loaded with one out. Krenrich up to bat. A lot of speed on the bases. Justin Brode, although one of the bigger fellas on the team, definitely a smart base runner, knows how to run the bases, and can easily score on a base hit if he needs to. Krenrich takes that pitch outside for ball one. Eagles coach decides to take a mound visit during this time. The Eagles do have one man warming up the bullpen and two guys watching. As I mentioned, folks, go ahead and give us a follow on social media. You can go ahead and type in Georgetown College Athletics on any of the major social media platforms. Our specific handles are currently down in the bottom left-hand corner if you want to go ahead and check those out to stay up to date with everything that your Tigers are doing. Krenrich steps back in the box. The 1-0 count, one out, bases loaded. Stefaniak misses that pitch outside for ball two. Another hitter's count for the Tigers. Once again, Tigers do need to be patient up at the plate. Only swing at the pitches that they can really drive and do a lot of damage to. Stefaniak comes set and delivers. Pitch misses up again. Counts now 3-0. This is more than likely Stefaniak's last batter, as the right-handed pitcher down in the pen looks ready to go. Krenrich easily takes that pitch outside for ball number 4 of the inning. Tigers do end up scoring a run on that walk to even the score up at 3-3. Now a pitching change looks like it will be made. And when we return, your Tigers will have Val Stamler up at the plate. We will get you that pitching change here shortly. Until then, thank you, folks, for tuning in and watching. If you like what we're doing here, keep following. Like I said, check us out on social media and show all these Tigers a lot of love. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks. Up on the mound for the Midway Eagles is number 36, right-handed pitcher Lucas Gibson. He's looking to try and get out of this jam that his teammate Andrew Stefaniak has kind of put him in. Up for the Tigers, center fielder number 24 Val Stamler, looking to drive in a couple runs and extend the lead for the Gers. Val swings at that first pitch, fouls it down the third base line for strike number 1. Val not waiting to see any pitches here, really trying to be aggressive, really trying to score. Couple runs and a couple ribbies. Stamler walked in his first at bat. That ball driven deep into left center field. Oh, he must have got it off the end of the bat. Nevertheless, that is going to score 2 runs. Ball does end up past the second baseman. Val does end up on second base. So 2 runs do score on that shallow hit to left center field by Val Stamler. It's a great job by him. And now the Tigers lead 5-3. Up for the Tigers, Shota Yasuda. He doubled in his first at-bat, scoring the first run of the game for the Tigers. Fans at that one for strike number 1. That fastball in the outer half, foul down the third base line. Randy Geit, third base coach, tries to collect it. A little bit of a bobble. Able to recover and toss it back to the pitcher. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at second and third base. At third, you have Brandon Krenrich. At second, Val Stamler. So a base hit should score 2 with Val Stamler's speed. Pitch up and in, almost hitting Shota for ball 1. Shota's double came courtesy of that right field line with 2 strikes, something that the hitters of Georgetown continually to do well is get those 2-strike hits in 2-out runs. That ball popped up in between in right center. Right fielder does collect it. It is shallow enough, not going to score the run. Brandon Krenrich at third, faking as though he was going to go, but with his speed, he will be staying at third base. Up to bat for the Tigers, catcher Jake Manderson. Flied out to center in his first at-bat, really looking to drive a ball in the gap here, or at least get a base hit, like I said, to score 2 with Stamler's speed. But really trying to find a way to score with 2 outs and really extend the inning. Takes that pitch for strike 1. Fouls that one off his foot for strike number 2. He's going to try and walk that one off a little bit. If you haven't played baseball or softball and you haven't fouled a ball off your ankle, folks, you haven't lived. I promise you that wakes you up in the morning if you need to. Thankfully, today's a nice day outside, and so that ball doesn't sting too much now that it's a little bit warmer. Jake Manderson really trying to Work hard here with 2 strikes. Fouls that back over the home dugout. Count still an 0-2, 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Tigers really need to get a hit here to continue to extend the lead and really put away these Midway Eagles early on. Manderson gets rung up on a ball on the black, probably half a ball out. Unfortunate in that situation to take a ball that close for strike number 3. Nevertheless, the Tigers do end up putting up a 3 spot on 2 hits by Josh Duarte and the double by Val Stamler to take the lead 5-3. Your Georgetown College Tigers looking to shut down the Midway Eagles up right here. 8-hole hitter up for the Eagles, Corey Plahuta, followed by 9-hitter Noah Marion, and back at the lineup, top of the lineup, number 6, Max Hill. We will be back with you at the top of the 4th inning. With that ball, number 2, Day has 70 pitches on the day so far through 3 innings. Tigers do have somebody warming up in the bullpen. Day looking to get out of this one clean, though. Another pitch down in the dirt for 3-0. Day doing a good job early on getting ahead in the count, struggling here, throwing 3 straight balls. Up for the Eagles, number 25, Corey Plahuta. Plahuta takes that one for an easy walk. Ends up on first base with nobody out. Nine-hole hitter Noah Marion up for the Eagles. Pitch down and away, taken for ball number 1. Looked close. It looked like Jake Manderson had a hard time handling that pitch down and away. May have dropped it there and possibly lost a strike. Handles that one really well. Strike number 1. Count back to even, 1-1. Runner at first base. Tigers do have a pitcher warming up down in the bullpen. Day still looking to try and get out of this one with a clean inning. Ground ball double play here would sure help him out. Pickoff attempt instead. No good. Marion at the plate, rolled over to Justin Brote during his first at-bat for the last out of the inning. Manderson doing a great job blocking that ball down in the dirt. Day falling behind here, 2-1. Delivers. That pitch hit to right fielder Eric Thrower, camped underneath it. Easily able to make the play and retire for the first out of the inning. The Eagles are back at the top of the lineup with Max Hill up at the plate. Max Hill, one of the handful of international players for the Eagles from Stockholm, Sweden. Sure, he'd love to get a shout out for the people back home watching him. Takes that pitch for a strike on the black on the outside. Day decides to check on Plahuta, the runner at first base. Plahuta with the normal size lead. Doesn't seem like too much of a threat on the bases right now. There you can see even a relatively short lead. Day with another pick over. Eagles dugout getting super excited, trying to find something to cheer about. It's one thing about college baseball. Guys love to give a lot of energy to just to the little things. And when a pitcher picks over too many times, the dugout and the base runners know that that you're in the pitcher's head. Day delivers good breaking ball there for strike number 2. Day getting the support of his team, backing him, really trying to look for a punch out right here. That fastball fouled back by Hill. Count remains the same, 0-2. Runner goes. Pitch misses on the outer half. Tough pitch to handle by Manderson. And Plahuta ends up stealing that base. Now the double plays, the traditional double play, I should say, is out of order. Day really looking to retire Hill right here to give him 2 outs in the inning. Hill hits that ball. Shallow right center field. Ball ends up getting dropped. Val Stamler comes, makes a good throw over the catcher's head. Run does end up scoring, and Hill ends up on second base on that ball that was dropped in shallow right center field. So the Eagles do score on that hit. By Max Hill. And bring this ball game within 1. Ryan Davis, 2 for 2 on the day with a double and a hit, having himself a day. With another ball struck to center field, this one Val camped underneath it. Base runner ends up tagging. Runner decides not to go. Hill stays at second base, fumbles a little bit, able to recover, but there's still 2 outs in the inning. Coach Baumfeld wanted to go out and talk today, ends up calling in for the relief pitcher. Another freshman up on the mound for the Tigers. That looks like Nick Day. He's another one of the COVID freshmen. I apologize. Nick Spencer up on the mound for the Tigers. That was Andrew Day, who's getting some handshakes and some fist bumps by his teammates. After Nick Spencer is done with his warm-up pitches, we'll be back with you here shortly, folks. Thank you once again for staying tuned into this doubleheader. We will be back with you here shortly. Welcome back, folks. Once again, up on the mound for the Tigers in exchange for Andrew Day is Nicholas Spencer, right-handed pitcher. Up for the Eagles of Midway is Graham Luthor, another one of the many Midway international players that they have. Luthor is from Toronto, Canada. Similar to a handful of our players, left fielder Luke Torino and right fielder Eric Thrower, both from Canada themselves. Luthor takes that pitch for strike 1. Luthor, 2 plate appearances on the day with 1 walk and 1 strikeout. Takes that breaking ball down and away for ball number 1. Spence comes, sets, and delivers. Slow breaking ball, good for strike number 2. After that pitch, Luthor kind of just stops and looks at his first base coach, wondering why he didn't swing at that one. Ball left a little bit up over the plate. With 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Max Hill at second base for the Eagles. Luthor up to Spencer doesn't like what he sees from Max Hill at second base, decides to step off and gather himself. A lot of time taken between pitches right here. It looks like Spencer and Manderson are not on the same page. And being that these two haven't worked together since Manderson was in quarantine, does make sense. That ball is hit to left field, sorry. Luke Torino camps underneath it for the third out of the inning. The Eagles of Midway able to scratch off a run on one hit by Max Hill, able to bring this ball game within one. Due up for the Tigers, 9-hole hitter Eric Thrower, and then back at the top we have Deshaun Moore and Josh Duarte. Looking to continue to scratch across some more runs for the Tigers. We will be back with you in the bottom of the fourth inning. Welcome back, folks, to the bottom of the fourth inning where your Tigers are leading the Midway Eagles 5-4. Up to bat, 9-hole hitter Eric Thrower. Struck out in his first at-bat, looking to change things here. Takes that pitch on the black for strike number one. On the mound for the Eagles, out in his second inning of relief, Lucas Gibson. Gibson spikes that one in the dirt for ball number one. That fastball hits the shortstop. Shortstop bobbles it a little bit as he's going for the transfer. So that is an error on the shortstop and a base runner for the Tigers. Eric Thrower not too happy with himself rolling over there, but he is on base for his team, allowing Deshaun Moore to see what he can do and drive the ball. Moore takes that one over the plate for strike number one. Moore 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a fly out to the shortstop. Really looking to stay down through a baseball in this at-bat. Pickoff attempt, no good. Definitely not Gibson's best move, just a little show me to keep Eric Thrower on the bag. Another attempt, no good. Both teams have pitchers warming up in the bullpens during this midweek. Another pickoff attempt by Gibson. During these midweek games, it's usually an opportunity for a lot of the relievers who didn't get a chance to pick in the weekend series to get some innings in and stay sharp as they head into the weekend. That ball hit to left center field. Shallow ends up dropping. So Deshaun Moore with the double brings Eric Thrower to third base. And Deshaun at second base himself. Good piece of hitting, able to stay on top. Hits a nice line drive over the shortstop for that ball to drop. Next up to bat, Josh Duarte, 1 for 2 on the day. In his second at bat, he hit a little dribbler in the 5-6 hole, forced the third baseman to dive across and make a play. Josh able to beat it out. Hits that one to the shortstop. That will score a run. Shortstop easily collects it and throws him out at first. But like I said, the run does score, so the Tigers are up now 6-4. Looks like there is going to be a mound visit and pitching change by the Midway Eagles after that run was giving up. Justin Brote up to bat for the Tigers. We will get back to you after the pitching change when we return. Up on the mound for the Eagles is left-handed pitcher Ryan Hayes. And up to the plate for your Tigers is Justin Brote. Justin Brote currently 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout and a hit by pitch. His hit by pitch was on a left-handed pitcher. Time is called by the catcher. We are back at it. Hayes comes set. Delivers once again, almost hits Justin Brote. Brote able to get out of the way of that one. Count at 1-0. Lefty pitchers tend to have a hard time with left-handed hitters because anytime they miss, their ball does run arm side. And for whatever reason, left-handed pitchers have more run on their ball, so they're more likely to hit a left-handed hitter than a right-handed pitcher would be to hit a right-handed hitter. As weird as that sounds, Justin Brote rolls over to the first baseman. First baseman collects it, able to get Brote out at first. That does move Deshaun Moore over to third base, but the Tigers still have 2 outs in this bottom of the 4th inning. Tigers still looking for a hit here to continue to extend the lead. They've done a good job thus far scoring in every single inning with individual runs in the first, second, and currently this 4th inning with a 3 spot up in the 3rd. Luke Torino up to bat. Takes that close pitch for a ball. Torino himself 0 for 1 on the day with a fly out to right field and a hit by pitch, once again by another left-handed pitcher. That one close but good on the inside corner for strike number 1. Hayes doing a good job of slowing the speed of that pitch down to put it over the plate for strike number 1. Breaking ball outer half. Misses for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, and a runner on third base. Luke Torino really looking to drive something here. Needs to get a hit for his team. Although a wild pitch will do it, I know Luke Torino definitely wants to swing the bat and get that RBI. Big hack there, fouls that one over the first base side for strike number 2. Luke Torino, left fielder for the Tigers, was at second base this weekend in the Lindsey Wilson series. One of the handful of internationals for the Tigers from Canada himself. Swings to that breaking ball for strike 3. That will do it for the Tigers in this bottom of the 4th inning. They were able to scratch off another run off of that double by Deshaun Moore. And Josh Duarte's ground ball to the shortstop, able to bring that run across. Nick Spencer back out for his 2nd inning of relief. We'll be back with you at the top of the 5th inning with the Midway Eagles number 4 hitter Cameron Nichols up to bat. Now up to bat for the Eagles, right fielder Cameron Nichols, 0 for 1 on the day with a ground ball to the third baseman and a walk. Spencer misses that one high for ball 1. Spencer with the breaking ball, misses that one, down and away for ball number 2. Needs to really work ahead on these Midway hitters. Throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, similar to what Andrew Day did and Johan Castillo was able to do this past weekend. There's a strike right there for 2-1 on the board. Nichols misses that one. Count even at 2-2. Spencer with the breaking ball in the inner half, ties Nichols up. He's fouls that one back over the home dugout. Count still even at 2-2. Looks like you have right-handed closer Keon Taylor and left-handed pitcher Mikey Gomez up in the bullpen for the Tigers. Spencer misses that one down and away. And we've got a full count to right fielder Cameron Nichols. Spence delivers. Good breaking ball right there. Gets Nichols to fan over it for strike number 3 and out number 1 of the inning. That was a good job of Spencer to come back with his breaking ball, being able to punch out Nichols after falling behind 2-0. Brian Fontenez, weak ground ball to the second baseman. Second baseman Shota easily able to retire it for out number 2. Fontenez got that one off the end of the bat. Dribbled just past Spencer, and Shota doing a great job of being able to collect it and throw it to first. Now, although that play did seem easy, one of the things that you do miss out on and can't really see from home is the amount of spin that's actually on that ball when it's hit off the end of the bat. It makes it really difficult to handle, which is why I kind of trickled away from Spencer. Shota doing a great job of backing him up on there. 2 outs, catcher Casey Brown swings at that first pitch for a strike, fouls that one. Brown 1 for 2 on the day. Swings at that one 0-2. Brown 0 for 2 on the day, 1 for 2 on the day. In his last at bat, hit a double that ended up scoring 2 runs for the Eagles in his huge at bat, and that was with 2 strikes. Spencer really needs to bear down here and make sure that he can put out Brown. That pitch missed up and away. Manderson setting up high. That was an intentional fastball up in the zone, really trying to change that eye level of Brown and get him to chase. Brown, being a catcher himself, really understands that and able to lay off. Spence and Manderson really seem to be in a groove right here, and right as I say that, umpire calls time. Brown asking for it. 1-2, 2 outs. Spencer delivers. Good breaking ball. Brown's able to piece it up to the third baseman. Josh Duarte kind of fans out of the way, so the ball ends up in left center. Brown reaches base with 2 strikes and 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. It's a good backup pitch by Nick Spencer up on the mound to start Glenn off with strike 1. Marquise Glenn 0 for 1 on the day. Spencer trying to pick off to no avail. Pitchers on both sides really worried about the base runners in today's matchup. Glenn 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. That ball is grounded to second baseman Shota Yasuda. Yasuda easily gathers it, throws it over to the first. For the third out of the inning, that'll do it for the Midway Eagles. They score no runs off of no hits. Nicholas Spencer in his second inning of relief doing a great job to shut down the Midway Eagles early right there. Due up for the Tigers, designated hitter Brandon Krenrich, the 5-hole hitter. Val Stamler will follow up, and then Shota Yasuda, the man who made 2 outs that past inning, will be up third in this inning for the Tigers. Left-handed relief pitcher Ryan Lee Hayes still out on the mound for the Midway Eagles. We will be back with you in the bottom of the 5th inning with Brandon Krenrich up to bat. Brandon Krenrich with 2 walks on the day, fouls that one down the third base line for strike number 1. Krenrich will take his walks when he's given to him, but definitely looking to be aggressive up at the plate here, really trying to get a hit and swing the bat. Not too fun to be a hitter when you're consistently getting walked on 4 or 5 pitches. Hayes with a little bit of giddy up in his step. Krenrich sees that well, drives that up the middle for another base hit. Good for him. Krenrich doing a good job staying back on that off-speed pitch. Easily able to read it, ball's left up, and able to drive that for a single. Val Stamler up at the plate for the Tigers. 1 for 1 on the day with a double and a walk. A lot of walks and hit by pitches this game by both teams. Takes that one away for ball number 1. Krenrich over at first base being very wary of the left-handed pitcher up on the mound, trying not to get picked off again like he did earlier in the game. Very aware. Hayes delivers. Good fastball on the black. Outside for strike number 1. Evens the count back up. If you look over at first base, you'll see Krenrich not only shortening his lead, but as Hayes brings up his leg, he'll kind of give a jab step. Krenrich will give a jab step back towards the base in case Hayes decides to throw over. That's pretty standard of what you would see with most base runners when a left-handed pitcher is up on the mound. That breaking ball is fouled off by Val at the plate for strike number 2. Once again, both bullpens very active in this midweek matchup between the Eagles of Midway and the Tigers of Georgetown. Hayes another breaking ball, that one in the dirt. Brown doing a great job keeping that in front of him, stopping Krenrich from advancing. Brown doing a really good job this game, keeping a majority of the pitches that have been in the dirt in front of him and not allowing too many wild pitches to get by. That one rolled over to the shortstop, easily able to tag the base, and throw it over to first for the double play, which gives 2 outs for the Tigers. In the bottom of the 5th inning. With 2 strikes, you really got to try and stay out of the middle if you're Val Stamler right there. Even if you roll over to third baseman, you still give yourself a better chance of at least ending up with 1 runner on base. So it's really tough that he ended up with that one. Show swings through that first pitch for strike number 1. Show with a double and an RBI in his first at-bat. Swings on a similar pitch for strike number 2. Hayes looking really comfortable up on the mound. Another breaking ball down and inside. Showed it with a great eye. Sees it down, takes it for ball number 1. One thing these Georgetown hitters did really well last week, and hopefully can continue it through the rest of this game's matchup, it is working really hard to put the ball in play with 2 strikes. And because they did that, they ended up with a lot of hits. Unfortunately, Shota does fan and wave on that ball on the outer half. Tigers score no runs off of no hits in the bottom of the 5th inning. Still ahead 6-4 against the Eagles of Midway University. We will return at the top of the 6th inning. Once again, fans, this is a reminder that this is a 7-inning ball game. Both this one and the doubleheader following this one will be doubleheaders. Will only be 7 innings. We will return with you at the top of the 6th. Now pitching for the Georgetown College Tigers, number 29, Keon Taylor. You saw him this past weekend against Lindsey Wilson. He's got that little bit of a sidewinder delivery. Misses that one in for ball number 1. Leading off again for the Eagles of Midway is Corey Plahoot. Keon once again missing that one for ball number 2. Corey Plahuta, the DH hitter, 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a strikeout. Taylor, good fastball over the plate for strike number 1. That walk strikeout combo definitely seems to be a combination for a handful of guys on both lineups in today's matchup. Taylor, another good fastball over the plate, delivers. For strike number 2, evening the count back up at 2-2. Keon Taylor, really the shutdown, lockdown guy for the Tigers. Good slider there. For strike number 3, gets Corey Plahuta for his second strikeout of the game, first out of the inning for the Tigers. Have a couple of our players up here in the press box helping out with us, and just overheard them saying that Keon Taylor is so hard to hit because he's actually releasing the ball outside of that black batter's eye that you see behind center field. It's a good slider right there. Must have missed just off the outer half for ball number 1. But yeah, with that delivery on his fastball and even on slider, because it's outside that hitter's eye, you get a lot of noise from the trees in the background, making it super difficult to see and hit. That was a good fastball in the inner half by Keon Taylor. Really firm with a lot of life, bringing that ball back into the zone for strike number 1. Count is 1-1. We do have 1 out in the inning. Taylor misses that one for ball number 2. Up at the plate, 9-hole hitter, Noah Marion. 0 for 2 on the day with a ground ball to the first baseman and a fly out to right field. Fans for strike number 2 on that off-speed pitch on the outer half. Keon Taylor struggling to get behind, but doing an excellent job of getting back into the count on both this at-bat and the previous. Fastball misses high. Count's now full. You can hear chatter from both teams cheering on their respective guys, both on the mound and at the plate. Taylor delivers. That one's fouled straight back. Count remains the same, full count. Midway once again with another man up in their bullpen. Georgetown relying on Keon Taylor to get them out of this inning. Good fastball swung through for out number 2 of the inning. 2 up, 2 down, 2 strikeouts for Keon Taylor. Top of the lineup for the Eagles, Max Hill. Hill 1 for 3 on the day. Takes that pitch over the plate for strike 1. That's a good breaking ball by Keon Taylor to get ahead of the count. This is his first pitch strike of the inning. See what he can do when he's ahead of the count. Another slider, that one fouled, pops straight up. Justin Brote giving chase by the home dugout, still giving chase. Ends up running into that side railing, kind of jumping, shaking off. As you can see him kind of gathering himself after that one. Justin Brote, one of those guys, like many of the Tigers, willing to put their body on the line to make a play. Justin Brote still kind of gathering himself. That one hit him kind of hard. Taylor giving him time, checking in on him, walking around the mound. Keon Taylor, one of many smart baseball players for Georgetown, understanding, recognizing the situation that his guy needs a little extra time, so he's willing to give it to him. Got no 2 count, 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning. Another fastball fouled off by Hill. Count remains the same. Taylor looking to retire the side. Justin Brote over at first base, still kind of walking off, gathering himself, stretching to see where he kind of where he kind of got hit and figuring that out. Stacey Gibson, the trainer, will probably look at him after this inning's over. Taylor does a good job. Fastball swung over by Hill. That's the third strikeout of the inning. Keon Taylor, 3 up, 3 down. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Puts away the Midway Eagles. They score no runs on no hits in the top of the 6th inning. Georgetown College Tigers will have catcher in the 8 hole, Manderson, up to bat with thrower and Deshaun Moore following. We will be back with you in the bottom of the 6th inning with this pitching change by the Eagles, and we will return here shortly. Now pitching for the Eagles, redshirt freshman number 17, Skylar Lucas, up on the mound. And then at the plate for your Georgetown College Tigers, catcher Jake Manderson. Manderson doing a great job behind the plate today, really working hard, trying to keep a lot of those balls in the dirt in front of him. Takes that ball in the dirt for ball number 1. Manderson 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a flyout to center field in his first at-bat. Looking to drive the baseball here in a 1-0 count. Ball misses up, 2-0. Another good hitter's count, really looking to try and drive the baseball. Manderson fouls that one. First baseman giving chase. Looks like he's camped underneath it, having a little bit of trouble with the sun. Ends up able to make the play for the first out of the inning. Play like that becomes super difficult when it's hit that high because the wind starts to become a factor. Thankfully for him, the sun was behind him and he was still able to make that play for out number 1. Now up for the Tigers, right fielder Eric Thrower. Eric Thrower 0 for 2 on the day, but reached base safely on an error by the shortstop. Takes that pitch down and away for ball number 1. Eric Thrower, that senior leader for his team and captain, really trying to get something started here and to continue to extend the lead for Keon Taylor. Takes that ball up and in for ball number 2. It's important to continue to tack on runs even in these later innings so that not only you have some insurance runs, but it also gives your pitcher Keon Taylor a lot more confidence going out in that. Thrower fouls this one. Up back, first baseman again giving chase. This time unable to collect, so that will be strike number 1 of the at-bat. There you saw all 3 fielders, Luthor at first base, Nichols in right, and Marion at second. All 3 of them, giving chase to try and get that ball. One of the ones that kind of ends up in what we call no man's land, to where none of the fielders don't have enough range to go and collect it. The count currently is 2-1 with 1 out. No runners on for the Tigers. Eric Thrower up at the plate. And Skylar Lucas, number 17, up on the mound for the Eagles. Lucas delivers that pitch down low. Three-one count, hitters count like we talked about. Eric Thrower really looking to drive a ball here and get on base for his team. Although a walk will do, I know he's really itching to get a hit. That pitch fouled up and straight back for strike number 2. On a 3-1 count like that, definitely should be sitting fastball. Just missed that one. But really looking to drive something. Full count, takes that fastball up for ball 4, reaches first base on that walk. With that, we will head to the top of the lineup with shortstop Deshaun Moore up at the plate. Deshaun 1 for 3 on the day with a double. Eric Thrower attempted a steal. Catcher throws to second base. Second baseman able to throw it back to first and get Thrower out at first. Thrower realized a little bit too late that he got over his skis. Catcher Brown making a good strong throw to the second baseman Marion. Marion doing a good job feeding it back to Luthor at first for the second out. That is a strike, so the count is 0-1 with 2 outs and Deshaun Moore up at the plate. That breaking ball misses way outside for ball number 1. Count even at 1-1. Handful of base running mistakes for the Tigers. Brandon Krenrich getting picked off earlier in the ball game, and Eric Thrower on that decision right there. If you're going to go, you're going to go. You can't get caught in between like that. Deshaun fouls that one down the third base line for strike number 2. In a situation like that, if you're going to steal the base, you look to steal the base. You don't decide halfway through that that's not what you're going to do, because then you get caught out in a no man's land, and the defense doing a good job of playing catch, able to get you out. So little mental mistake by Eric Thrower, but nevertheless, Tigers still up 6-4. Deshaun Moore takes that ball high for 2-2. Deshaun Moore needing to find a way to put this ball in play with 2 strikes and 2 outs. Takes that ball up. Moore, good piece. That ball's hit to left field. Left fielder ain't going to get there. Deshaun Moore looking to stretch it out into 2. Deshaun Moore slides. Does not slide into first. Able to stand up on the missed throw by the shortstop that gets by the second baseman. So Deshaun Moore with the 2-strike, 2-out double. It's a big hit for the Tigers. Gives a lot of confidence to the offense, and once again gives a lot of assurance for the pitchers. That was Deshaun's second double of the day. He's 2 for 4. Now batting for the Tigers, Josh Duarte. 1 for 3 on the day. With a run batted in. That run batted in came in the situation with second and third. Ground ball to the shortstop. Able to get that run across. Takes that breaking ball down and away for ball number 1. Once again, Casey Brown, catcher for the Midway Eagles, doing a great job keeping that ball in front of him and stopping that runner, Deshaun Moore, at second base from advancing to third. Can hear the guys in the dugout. I think one of the phrases that they're using this year is "let it eat." Just continue to pile on more hits and more runs for the team. Josh Duarte once again, ground ball to the shortstop. Shortstop, kind of a low throw. First baseman unable to pick it cleanly, pops out of his glove, and so Josh Duarte does get the hit, and the run does score. So the Tigers are up now 7-4 against the Midway Eagles on that throwing error by the shortstop. Now batting for the Tigers, pinch hitter Adrian Ramirez, probably coming in for Justin Brote, takes that breaking ball down for ball number 1. Adrian Ramirez will most likely be coming in at first base for Brote following this at bat. That foul ball counts even at 1-1. That said, this could just be an opportunity for Brote to kind of gather and collect himself. After that play that he tried to make in the top half of this inning where he ran into the railing by the dugout. Counts 1-1 with 2 outs, runner at first base. Adrian Ramirez takes that ball down. 2-1. Skylar Lucas on the mound for the Eagles, really relying on that off-speed pitch to try and get him out of this inning. Georgetown hitters doing a great job of laying off of that and not really chasing. They're hitting balls in the zone, and they're hitting them hard. So another 2-1 count. Adrian Ramirez looking to do some damage on a fastball here. Josh Duarte ends up going. Good throw by catcher Brown. Brown, we said, another great throw, able to get Josh Duarte out at second base. So that will end the inning. The Tigers do end up scoring 1 run off of 1 hit by Deshaun Moore, that double, and then that throwing error by shortstop Max Hill, able to bring Deshaun Moore in. So the Tigers do lead 7-4 going into the top of the 7th inning. Folks, once again, I just want to remind you that this is a 7-inning ball game. There will be another game following this that is also a 7-inning ball game. And so this is it. The Eagles are down to their final 3 outs. If they can't scratch across 3 runs, that will be the game, and the Tigers will take a win over the Eagles. Keon Taylor up on the mound for the Tigers. We will be right back with you in the top of this 7th inning. Welcome back, folks. Keon Taylor back out on his 2nd inning of relief for the Tigers, looking to shut down the Midway Eagles. Up to bat for the Eagles is center fielder Ryan Davis, the 2-hitter, and then 3-4 Luthor and Nichols following just after him. Keon Taylor doing an excellent job last inning, 3 up, 3 down with 3 strikeouts, being able to retire the side. Breaking ball just misses away there for ball number 1. Davis doing a great job of laying off that pitch. Fastball misses way down and away for ball number 2. Once again, if Keon Taylor wants to be successful, he's going to need to continue to pound these hitters, get first pitch strikes, and get ahead of the count. That way he can use a lot of his secondary pitches to get these hitters out. That one good on the inner half on the black for strike number one. Manderson didn't think it was a strike. A little bit tough as he was set up on the outer half, able to collect it and gather it. That is strike number two on another fastball in the inner half. Keon Taylor doing a great job attacking the inner part of the plate against this lefty Ryan Davis, who's already 2 for 3 on the day with a double and a single. Taylor delivers that off-speed pitch just over the head of Adrian Ramirez at first base for Davis's third hit of the ball game. Adrian Ramirez over at first base is a little bit shorter than Justin Brote. Justin Brote standing a whopping 6'7". Adrian Ramirez only at 6 foot. And so a little bit tough for him to gather and collect that ball right there. Keon Taylor with the pickoff attempt. Up at the plate, first baseman, Luthor. That ball just seems to graze Luthor's jersey, so he will be granted first base. Now, if you're a hitter, that's definitely the type of hit-by-pitch that you would want to take from Keon Taylor. Keon Taylor with a good mid to upper 80s fastball, and so if it's just glancing off your jersey, you're more than willing to take that instead of off the ribs. So top of the 7th inning with nobody out, runners at first and second base for the Eagles. Cameron Nichols up at the plate. Fastball is good on the outer half for strike number one. A little bit of a correction here. Up at the plate, pinch hitting is Jonathan Watson. Watson, ground ball to second base. Shota Yasuda just gathers and collects it. Smart play getting the out at first base. There's a good job there, not trying to force anything, trying to get that runner out at second base. That said, we do now have runners at second and third base with one out in the top of the 7th inning. Once again, that was Jonathan Watson pinch hitting for Cameron Nichols. Good off-speed pitch on the inner half for strike number one. Brian Fontenez is up to bat. Fontenez 0 for 2 on the day with a ground ball back to the pitcher, ground ball to the second baseman, and a hit by pitch. Good fastball right down the middle. Really challenging Fontenez right there for strike number two. Like I said, Keon Taylor with that good mid to upper 80s fastball with a lot of life and a lot of run makes it extremely difficult not only to hit but to see, as we mentioned with that batter's eye, and that his ball with his arm angle and how he releases it doesn't come out of that batter's eye. It comes out of a lot of those trees and noise in the background. Especially makes it difficult to catch as well. With runners at second and third, Manderson really going to need to do a good job of keeping everything in front of him. No wild pitches allowed. Georgetown does have some action going up in the bullpen. Keon Taylor delivers. It's a great fastball right on the black on the outer half for strike number 3 to retire Bryant Fontenez for the second out of the inning. Keon Taylor never really afraid to challenge anybody with that fastball. He's one of those guys on the team that has a lot of confidence, and it takes a lot to kind of knock him down off his block. No matter what the situation is, he always comes up thinking that he's the best, and in most cases, he definitely is. But that type of confidence is what allows him to be successful, especially in these stressful situations. That's a good slider right there on the outer half, getting catcher Casey Brown to chase for strike number 1. In these situations, with the close ball game, second and third, 2 outs, I mean, I can put a lot of pressure on the pitcher, and Keon Taylor, with that confidence, knows he's the best guy out there, and he wants the ball. He's the guy who looks for situations like these because he wants to be in that moment. That's a good breaking ball right there on the inner half. Just misses. Manderson doing a great job of receiving that. Unfortunately, it did cross inside. Umpire seeing that well. So the count is 1-1 with 2 strikes. Runners at second and third with 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. Once again, this is a 7-inning ball game here. So 1 more out and the Tigers will win it. Keon Taylor with a good fastball on the outer half for strike number 2. He's doing an excellent job of pounding that outer half to righties and inner half to lefties. Eagles down to their last strike. Brown, the guy earlier with 2 strikes, able to get that double and score 2 runs in the 3rd inning for the Eagles. Looking to do the same here. Keon Taylor looking to shut him down and get his 5th strikeout of the game. That off-speed pitch misses just in for ball number 2. I say it misses just in. When I say that, I mean he just missed batter Casey Brown up at the plate. Brown fortunate enough just to kind of jackknife out of the way. In this situation, I don't know if that was the best case because bases loaded, getting your next guy up with a fresh count probably would have been the better situation. And if you're going to wear a pitch, like I said, off Keon Taylor, a slider is the one to do it. Nevertheless, we got 2s on the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Keon Taylor delivers. That breaking ball speeds the bat up. Ball's hit to left center. Left fielder Luke Torino camped underneath it. So the Georgetown College Tigers do hold the lead. They do pull it off. So big win by the Tigers that will do it. So the game finishes 7-4 for your Georgetown College Tigers. There you can see them getting ready on the mound. Once again, folks, that was game 1 of a 2-game doubleheader that we have going on for today. Game 2 will resume 30 minutes after this one, after all the field gets conditioned and the starters for both teams are ready and able to go. We plan on starting a little bit earlier. I know on the portal you'll see that this game, the second game, was supposed to start up at 3:30. We'll probably be back on the broadcast around 4 o'clock. So go ahead and check in at 3:50, 4 o'clock-ish, and we should be getting back with you. Georgetown doing an excellent job of staying in this one, able to take and win the game 7-4 against the Midway University Eagles. Once again, folks, if you haven't done it already, go ahead and follow us on all of our social media accounts at Georgetown College Athletics. It's just another great way to help build the program and everything that we're trying to do here at the college. If you want to catch full game replays of many of the home events that we're able to capture, go ahead and follow Georgetown College Athletics on YouTube. There we have the different channels for our different sports and playlists that you can go and watch, including the huge win and walk-off win over Lindsey Wilson this past Saturday, with Justin Broke getting the game-tying home run in the bottom of the 3rd, and then once again Isaiah Bumgardner getting that walk-off win. Well, that'll do it for this one, folks. Once again, my name is Ben Robison. Thank you for sticking with us, and if you can't follow around for the second game, like I said, be sure to take a look on YouTube sometime later this week. We will be back around 3:50, 4 o'clock for Game 2 of this doubleheader of Georgetown College versus Midway University.